guys, and welcome to the Watchtower Watch Reviews with your host DK. That was a hell of a 2 weeks, wasn't it? Oh my god, thank you for sticking with the channel anyway. Mad at work, mad at home, moving house. So this is actually the last time I'd say you'd see this plain background and this weird orange chair thing. It's not coming with us to the new house. So as a result, I decided I'd wear the very t-shirt that I had my very first review in for this review of the Duka watch that I got. So some of you have seen the unboxing. I was pretty harsh on this one. I don't know if my feelings have really improved all that much, but at least I'll give you an in-depth kicking of it, and you can see why I was so annoyed with this watch when I unboxed it, and if I've maybe softened a little bit. I haven't softened that much, if I'm honest. But we'll still take a look at it in depth and see how it goes. Let's get into it. So on with the review anyway. Oh, quick wrist shot for you guys. I'm wearing my Citizen ProMaster GMT Land World Time dive watch. Insert longer title here. Yeah, it's a really long watch title, but it's a great piece, and I did review it earlier on before, so take a look for that one if you haven't seen it already. So this Duka one. Duka are a new AliExpress brand anyway that are after coming to the market. They seem to be a collaboration between a whole bunch of different companies. I heard Pagani, Steel Dive, Star King, a couple of others mentioned, which would explain why there is an advert for the Pagani design Tudor Black Bay homage that they do. There's a 1-year warranty with this one from this Lax Denton company, who seem to be an umbrella group of a load of different AliExpress brands. You've got your Duka manual inside, and inside the box further is the actual watch itself. Oh, you do also get some sort of little grey cleaning cloth, and it has a little Duka logo with the sextant on it. No, that isn't a dirty word, it's a thing for navigating ships. So I went for the black and yellow variant. Dimensions on this one are as follows: 42.5mm, 45mm at the crown, lug tip to lug tip, just under 50mm, with female end links making that quite wearable indeed. Lug width on this one of 22mm, tapering all the way down to 17.5mm, back up to 19.5mm at that clasp. Thickness of 13mm, and the weight with all links included is 165 grams. However, with 5 links removed from my just under 7-inch wrist, it comes down to 143 grams. So specs on this one, well, it's all brushed stainless steel throughout, except for, of course, the crown there and that little chamfered edge. The case and the bracelet are all polished. You can see there the chamfered edge on the side of the case. Very, very nice, actually. They've done that quite well. I have to give them credit for that one, even though there's plenty of things to complain about here. Ceramic bezel insert, 120 click on it as well. Let's just have a click. So solid enough clicks, however, it does not quite line up. It is a little bit either too far forward or too far back. You can see there as well, you've got a little bit of dome on that sapphire, the tiniest amount. I think they describe it as domed, but I mean really barely domed. No AR coating on this one, unfortunately, so it does pick up quite a bit of shine, unfortunately, on that one. You've got a brushed H-link style bracelet with push pins, or no, sorry, they're not push pins actually, they're screw pins. I did make that mistake originally when I was trying to size it. So they are proper screw pins. You've got polished sides of those links. You've got a milled and a signed clasp with 3 levels of micro adjust and a properly milled clasp there as well, which is pretty decent, and you can see there your 3 levels of micro adjust. You do get a screw down steel case back, but unfortunately you only get a pull push crown on this one, giving it 100 meters water resistance. You can see there this is the Duka 109, 10 bars, waterproof, stainless steel, and again those little sharks on the back. By the way, this is an homage of the IWC Aqua Timer. Big thanks to James at Honest Watch Reviews for bringing that one up, because I actually wasn't aware of that watch. Movement inside is the NH35. It hacks at hand winds, 21,600 vibrations per hour. Pull it out once, it allows you to adjust the date. Pull it out a second time, it hacks, meaning the second hand stops. You can set the time. It's no screw down crown, so you don't need to unscrew it. And a macro shot here for you guys. So it's a decent enough dial. That little yellow thing at the top there does look like it's lined up if I show you, but it's actually not. I don't know why it's not coming up on camera. This seems to happen for me a couple of times. You can see there it is printed in on the bezel there in black, yellow and white, so it is quite legible. You've got your yellow tip on the second hand. You've got those rabbit teeth indices there at 12 o'clock, single baton indices all the way around. Other than that, you've got Duka printed there at the 12 o'clock in just basic plain block lettering, nothing particularly special about it. You've got a framed black frame on the white date window. That's hard to say. You've got those kind of strange fence post hands. They're sort of fat fence post hands. Automatic 10 bars 100 meters down there at 6 o'clock. Japan movement for that NH35, of course, made by the Seiko group. You've got your little yellow tip of the second hand, matching the bezel insert colors as well. You've got a thinner fence post hand for the minute, and that's about it really. Nothing too special on this one. They are all applied loomed indices, however. And out on my 7-inch wrist. So here it is on that H-Link bracelet. As I say, I'm not a huge fan of this one. It did pull quite a few hairs when I had it on. It looks okay. It's a bit rattly though if I have it on. Side profile is nice thanks to those female end links, however, and it doesn't look like the worst watch in the world. However, there's a couple of issues I have with it where I'll go into in the moans and niggles. If you don't like that bracelet, it does look quite well on different straps that are black. So this is a Zulu Diver strap from Ritchie Watch Bands. They were kind enough to send this one in to me for free. I do not have to send it back. There is no sponsored content on this one because, of course, I don't get to keep this Duka watch for free. I did have to pay for it, although I did get a discount from the store. So what else have we got? Let's try this one. This is actually a 21mm Zulu Diver strap from, oh god, what's it called? Watch Gecko. It's a NATO strap. It's pretty nice. It works reasonably well because with the extra millimeter, it doesn't really mean that you have to squeeze it too much into the lugs to get it to fit. I'd like it to be a little bit darker to match up with the black. It's sort of a greyish colour, but it's about the only black and yellow NATO I had. If you want to try something different, this is a black silicone watch band. I got this one from AliExpress actually. These are quick release silicone straps. They're pretty nice actually. I think they're about €3.50 or €4 including taxes to Ireland. So again, your taxes will vary, but I'll drop affiliate links down below anyway for all these straps and of course the watch if you do want to pick one up. If you don't fancy that, you could try a Marine Nationale. Again, you'll never guess where I got this one. That's correct. It is AliExpress. Yeah, I wish they were sponsored content, but unfortunately not. Yeah, so this one's pretty decent. I just tried to throw it on something that wasn't black because you'll just get sick of looking at black straps on this one. So I decided, I don't know, grey might just be something different to look at. And of course, wouldn't leave it go. It's a dive style watch, so why not try it on a dive style band watch strap? This is an AliExpress, oh god, NATO. God almighty, I'm losing the ability to speak. In AliExpress NATO, again, they're about £3 or £4. I'll drop an affiliate link down below. They're solid without being spectacular. Loom on this one. Let's see what we're working with here. I gave it about 2 minutes of charge with my UV torch. And there is absolutely no loom on the bezel insert whatsoever, meaning this sports watch or dive watch in massive inverted commas is not the same thing that we wanted it to be. It is not a dive watch. It is not a sports watch. You can't dive with it. You can't tell what time it is underwater. The loom is ridiculous as well. It doesn't last a full 15 minutes, which is one of the major dislikes I have with this one. However, I will talk about the likes I have with this one. I do like the colour on it. The black and yellow goes quite well with the white. It's very legible. It's got a nice brushed case there, and you've got those chamfered edges as well. Pretty decent on that. And what else do I have to say I like about it? I think that's it, unfortunately. That's the lot. I can't think of anything else, guys. Yeah, there's a lot of dislikes with this one. The first one being, it flat out lies. I mean, this is the watch I thought I was getting. A 3D bezel, different hands, a screw down crown with crown guards, and a different style bracelet. None of these are things that appear on the watch that I actually have, which is always nice when you order something and you don't get what you bloody ordered. Yeah, very annoying. I mean, not having a screw down crown for 100 meters, it's not ideal. The bracelet, yeah, it's not the bracelet I ordered. Also, the finishing on it's pretty poor. You can see there they haven't really brushed out the bit that joins up to the end links. You can see there on that side, and to be honest, it's not an isolated incident because if we flip it over, you will see it has exactly the same problem on the other side to a lesser extent, but it is still there. And as you can see, it's not dirt. It's not something that I've I don't know, just spilt something on it or anything like that. They just haven't brushed it out properly. So great start. You've lied to me about what you're selling me, and then the thing you sold me isn't even that great. I will say as well, the clasp is okay. It's milled, yeah. It's a bit stiff though. Now that probably, in fairness, will work out with a bit of time, but you do have to push it reasonably hard. And of course, the one time I try and show you, it doesn't come out. However, the thing I hate on this one is the fact that there's no loom at all on the bezel. Like, it's a sports watch. It's a dive style watch. It's a sports watch, and you've got no loom at all on the bezel. Why even bother at that point? Do you know? Like, you can't use it to dive. So the dive timer part of it is useless unless you're actually, I don't know, counting how long it takes to make stew or cook a chicken or something. No screw down crown. Bracelet is just pulling a bit hairs. It's not great. It's only okay. Pull push crown, not ideal either for a watch of this style. I mean, if this is supposedly something to do with Pagani design and Star King and Steel Dive, like all brands that I would really highly rate, I don't know what they're playing at. I think this is a major thumbs down for the brand. It's a really poor misstep, and as a first step into the market, I'm really not impressed and I do not recommend. So guys, there you have it, my review of the Duka watch, the 109. Look, here's the thing with AliExpress watches, okay? And this is something that I think everyone needs to take away from it. We're not asking for them to be perfect, okay? I'm not asking them to set the world alight or anything like that of the sort. Sometimes they do, and that's great. But what I do want them to do is like be what they've advertised. This watch by Duka is not what they advertised it as. It doesn't look like what it was supposed to look like. It just makes me very angry, if I'm honest, because as a person who has a marketing degree, not that I ever used the damn thing, but as a person who studied marketing in college, the first thing you're told is like you can kind of stretch the truth. You can't just outright lie, which is what they've done. They've basically put fake pictures up. They've taken pictures of different watches that they're not selling, and they've slapped their logo on them as a render, which I would consider that to be bullshit. And called it their watch. It's not. And then the watch they send you is completely different. Now, I know they've changed it on their website, on the AliExpress thing, on most of the seller pages now, but that's not the point. If you don't have the watch to show, don't fake it. Don't put up fake pictures of the watch you're selling. Anyway, look, I'm not going to rant on any more about it. All I'd say is, for a first attempt into the brand, or into the market for the brand Duka, it's a really bad misstep. I do have a second one coming in to see if it's any good or not. Hopefully it's a better thing, and this was just a bad example of a watch. We'll see though. So guys, it's nothing left for me to say except to say thank you for following me on the first year of my journey in with the Watchtower Watch Reviews. Thank you for sticking me with my very bare studio. It's basically just my front room, but I will have a proper studio in the new house, and that was a thing that I really wanted. So hopefully I'll put some art up and, you know, make it a bit more personable to me as well. Guys, thank you so much. I have been your host, DK. This has been the Watchtower Watch Reviews. This has been my review of the Duka, and I will see you guys next time.